So hey guys, welcome aboard. We're currently on the ground at Doha's Hamad Airport in Qatar. Again, the air bridge cannot synchronize with this aircraft, but that's okay, because we're going to be getting out of here pretty shortly. And we're at the wrong end of the field, because we're actually going to be taking off from all the way down that end. No, we're actually at the right end of the field. I correct myself yet again. Pretty short taxi out because I'm going from there. I'll explain more in a minute. I just had to get myself orientated in relation to Doha. Okay, we'll go top to bottom. ADIRU is on. APU generators powering us. Hydraulics off. Fasten seatbelt sign on because refueling has been complete. Fuel pumps, all of them can come on. Packs, they're already running and cooling the aircraft. I'm just going to quickly check what the temperature in the aircraft is right now, because that'll dictate whether we can start boarding or not. No, we cannot start boarding yet. Right, I'm just going to bring all the temperature controls right down to cold and get this aircraft ready to go as soon as possible. Because as you can see, the temperatures are in excess of 20 degrees. I want the aircraft down to at least 22 before I start boarding, and I want to be starting board in the next 10 or so minutes. And the APU goes into overdrive. So yeah, I want 19 degrees overall. I'll be happy with for boarding passengers. FMC, Pozinish. We'll just use GPS. That's us ready. Now, as I said, we're going from OTHH to Prague. So we're operating for Czech Holidays again. Flight number is HCC 452. We haven't got a company route installed, so I'm going to do the departure. It's going to be from runway 34 left hand, and then it's direct to Pt1, but we'll take a Pt1 Zulu, or 1 whiskey even. Was that Zulu or whiskey? How much attention am I paying today, eh? 1 whiskey. Pt1 whiskey. And that drops us direct at the end of Pt1 waypoint. So after that, we have a look over to SimBrief, who are about to tell me what my waypoint after that is. It's a Bravo 457 airway. It's a pretty long route, this. I'm actually going out for a driving lesson and leaving it to fly because I'm doing this offline. To Bahrain. B-A-H. Bah. Then after that, it's the Mike 444 to Davos. It's a pretty simple route, considering how far we're going. After Davos, we're off to on the UL 602. I've been on this airway so many times. To Itbit. I think there might be a different UL 602 though. Itbit. After that, it's the uniform Mike 860 to Kugos. Lima 851 to Adina. Temperature's coming down nicely, cockpit's good, first class cabin's good. I want to wait for center cabin to cool before I start boarding passengers. Then it's the UL 40 to Megik. Then it looks like a direct to, is it? Yep, direct Patak. Is it normal to forget how to spell Patak? Then we're back onto UR602 to the Brno VOR. And then from BNO it's going to be direct to Vlašim. Alright, Babus we'll go to, because it's not... Because the Czech Republic operates a free routing policy, so technically we wouldn't need to adhere to any airways. Right, I'm just going to delete your 602. Go legs, go back. Now to tack. It's Lales Babus Brno. Lales Babus. Then it's direct to Vlašim. Okay, activate, execute. Well, that's the that's our route done now. Temperature in the cabin's coming down nicely. We'll now just quickly input our fuel requirements, which I'll quickly get from SimBrief. That's what I'm using at the minute, because I'm kind of not in one of those moods to be using PFPX, because it just takes hours to boot up. I'm also going to be doing a train journey from Newcastle to Edinburgh, probably later tonight. Calculating ETOPS. There's no ETOPS to calculate, mate. Payload. We can go random. There we go. Puts us slightly above M2, but it's quite a heavy aircraft, which is the way we like it. Wow, my voice is going. There we go. So I'm going to make an educated guess. I'm going to set medium range in tanks, because it's not a particularly long flight. I mean, if you look at the progress check, it's 2,237 miles. About eastbound, well, about the same duration as an eastbound oceanic trip. Okay. Yeah, but actually we're coming straight over the top of that. Fuel requirements are in kilograms, I'm assuming. They've got to be. 3794. Sorry, release is 49028. That was 5 tons over with my guesstimate, but hey, who cares? I don't. Right, and that's good. So we can now look at our departure things. Just put that in. Reserves at 5 tons. Flight level 320 is our initial cruising altitude. Cost index can be actually 58 stories for us. I always get that wrong. Cruise CG is 18.5. Step climbs RVSM. Thrust limit, we can derate quite heavily at this runway. Flaps 5 for departure. Yeah, we are going to go thundering out of here. Thrust limit, we could derate even further. Winds are calm, slope is 0. Okay, next thing we can do is just scroll this around runway heading, which is that there. Scroll this to V2, which is 175 is our initial climb speed. Get boarding in progress, because I'm not wanting to make us late. Parking is too small for your aircraft. Well, that's awkward. GSX. Customize airport positions. Yeah, we'll take 60. It's 1 meter too small. I'm not, even in the real world, they wouldn't complain if you were going into a slot that was 1 meter too small. We'll request a very high speed boarding procedure to go ahead. Engine shutdown pumps. Yeah, we don't need center pumps. We don't need them anymore, since there's no fuel in those tanks at all. Yeah, GSX is what's causing this current frame lag. I wish they could stop it happening, but I understand it has to, basically. Wing lights can come on. And that's about everything I can do for the time being. Nope. Hydraulics can come off. So if we just look at what's going on outside now, yeah, we are still using this, one with a few errors in it. I actually flew this aircraft from across the pond, eastbound from Orlando. So I'm just doing another long haul flight with it to build my hours up with the airline. Alright, what I'll do is I'll pretend we've had a time warp. Let's do the time warp again. And prepare for pushing departure. Or copyright strike time. I'm gonna yeah, I actually got a copyright strike on a 777 video because apparently the 777 engine noises are the same as nose left, out the right. No, we'll start them during the push. Are the same as some rock band. PMDG. I know rock sounds a lot like aircraft engine noises. Trust me, it does. But still, did you have to? Altimeter set. Doors armed. Close. Doors closed. Doors closed. Doors. Return. Ground connections. Chocks are removed. I'm going to quickly set the brake. Don't worry, GSX. We can be friendly. Friendly intro now. Airbridge away. Everything's now clear. Those ULDs should not be parked there. They're parked under my wing. Yeah, we're going to go tail into there, and then we're going to get taxied out that way. And that's literally the runway we're going for there. So, it is Banterous. Banterous it is. 175, on altitude, we'll make it 10,000. Beacon light comes on now. And whilst they're connecting, I'm actually going to start the this engine. No, wrong order. I need to do that. Then go to engine. Oil pressure is rising, so is N2. Fuel on. Release park and brake. All engines clear, start at will. Don't worry, I will. Except I don't know who Will is. Get it? Sorry guys, I've got an atrocious sense of humour. Also, we've got Active Sky Next installed today, which is going to be providing the weather radar facilities should we need them. Apparently we're looking at storms on the way into Prague potentially, so we may need them. Hello? Ground traffic? Stop. No. No. Not legit. Genuinely, they're not allowed to drive under my wing. I'm not quite sure why that is, but they're not allowed to. If he turns right, I'm going to have a hissy fit. Oh no, he's turned left. Right, we'll start the number 2, even though they wouldn't normally do this because the 777 has got the ability to snap the tow bar, even at idle thrust. But I just want to get out of here pretty impromptu. So, flaps 1, flaps 5, hydraulics, I've pressurised them, yes I have. Everything is now running, camera lights not required. Everything else is set as required. Flight director, I can come on. LNAV and VNAV is armed. That is literally all I can think to do right now. TCAS can go to, where are you TCAS? 2200 and altitude repeater off because they use ground the ground like scan thing at this airport. AFCAD will only permit us to get pushed into this position, which means hopefully they'll push us far enough that we're clear of this intersection, and then I'll be able to taxi out. And something tells me that wouldn't be able to push us out, but hopefully we'll be able to like do a left, then a left, and then head off of there, up there. Yeah, because I want to enter from the end, because as I say, we are very, very heavy today. For, you know, with the amount of runway we've got quite a long runway. That's why I derated to a takeoff 2D rate. 13,000 foot runway this one. And we've got some pretty nice views of downtown Doha. It's very FPS friendly scenery as well, I've got to add. Do have done everything? I'm trying to think what I haven't done. Trim, I'll quickly confirm that's set. That's a pointer. Because the aircraft has aborted the takeoff on me in the past for not having trim set correctly. I need 6.5 degrees of trim. 6 1/4, sorry. 6 1/4. Park brake is set. Flight control check. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full back. Full forward. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Flight controls work. That is good. Alright, what's he doing? Come on. Get out, get into your car and go. What can I just say? Kind of puts a bit of size to the 777, doesn't it? Oh my god, he's surfing. He's got... Has this guy got a swagway? No, he's just surfing. He's surfing. Surfing USA. Alright. I don't care that he's going to get digested into one of my engines, or ingested into one of my engines. But taxi light comes on. Tug's over there, so if I make an immediate left, we can be friends with him. Brakes released, and just a little bit of power. I should probably put the audio turned on. I'll just turn it off my end so you guys don't get the echo. I'll turn it down significantly and I'll talk as well. I don't think I get enough feedback for the reverb from my talking to be much of an issue. Okay, we're going to enter from Lima 1. I know I still want to enter from the end, but that is really not much of an issue, those last 20 or so feet. Transponder on. Flaps 5. Trim set for departure. Everything done. Cabin crew, seats for takeoff, seats for takeoff. Bing bong. Hi Captain, cabin is secure. Cabin is secure, thanks for that. Okay, so that's the cabin secure. And I just spoke to myself a lot there. But trust me. Clear on the approach, runway procedure. Okay. And start timing. I personally time the military way, that I time from entering the runway to exiting the runway. And that's just personal preference. Because personally I disagree with pilots with virtual airlines being able to claim loads of extra hours. Thrust set. Thrust stable. Toga. I disagree with pilots being able to claim like a 2-hour flight if it was a 15-minute hop, but they end up spending an hour and 3/4 at the hold.
On taxiway, on taxiway.
I'm not on a taxiway, don't worry, Brass. 80 knots. Check. Why did it do that? Because I was configured. It does that to me occasionally, well, every single time. I'm in total mode. Pt1. Robotics. Positive brakes. Switching the toe brakes. Gear up. Gear up. There we go. Flight directors. In VNAV mode. Command deck. I knew I forgot something. Oh, heck. Am I this close to an OOM already? Right, I'll just go back inside. I reckon I'm probably this close to an OOM. Out of memory, right, flaps can come up to flaps 1. There we go, we're in. Oh, I got that in there. It's now climbing as per the ATC assigned SID. The me assigned SID, but yeah. Strobes are on, taxis are off, when it's off. They can stay on, they can stay off. It makes no big deal. And flaps up. Oh no, wrong way. Comes from New Zealand. Okay. So I'm going to probably end the video right about now. And we'll see you when we're approaching top of Rock